how I went from being a burnt out bartender to a business owner, a homeowner, a generally well-rested woman. This is me, tired, hungover, and at almost 10 years behind the bar, definitely more than 10 years in the service industry. And this is me now. We're not eating cookies for dinner anymore. We're well rested. We own a business. We're doing well. So I want to talk about how I got here, but the things that you don't hear as often, and hopefully these are things you can use to build your business too. Intro music, intro music. Starting my business and bartending to support me starting this business, I did not have a lot of confidence, and confidence is key. Like, I had gall, that's how I like to describe it. I had gall, but not a lot of business confidence. So I needed to do the classic fake it till you make it. And I did that by buying used blazers. Yeah, you heard me. My mom and I went to a consignment store and I bought she definitely bought it for me. A designer used blazer, like a power blazer, so that I could show up with authority. And I actually had friends start to comment on my power blazer because when you just walk into a room, people look at you different, you feel different, and then you can have the confidence to state your rate, to state your experience, like things like this. So I did a lot of going to thrift stores, buying used blazers, imagining the woman who once owned this blazer and channeling her. I forgot that's completely true. Like, I'm not lying. Okay, 2, I did stuff for cheap and free, but more importantly, I knew when it was time to stop doing stuff for cheap and free. At the beginning of my career, I did a lot of stuff for free, and like I would teach a $10 class, and then everyone who came had the opportunity to leave a review for the class, and if you left a review, you got a 30-minute free one-on-one. So I would do things like this. I would work for way less than what I should be working for. I mean, I talk all the time about going to Sundance and TIFF, but one time at Sundance, like, I slept on the couch for, like, I didn't even have a bed for the week at Sundance. I could barely afford the boots I was wearing at Sundance. So I did things for not a lot of money in order to gain experience and credibility. And I think that this is really important, as long as you know that, like, you're getting something out of the bargain. You don't want to let yourself be taken advantage of. But in these scenarios, I learned so much and I seriously cut my teeth. Now, what was hard was transitioning out of that into the I don't work for free anymore, I don't work for cheap anymore. And that's definitely gonna be a hurdle for anyone who, like, does things in this order. But there comes a time when you just gotta know your worth, you gotta know your rate, you gotta state your rate confidently, and you gotta get out of that doing stuff for free. Now, if I do stuff for free, it's like philanthropy. It'd be like giving something to someone for free as a gesture, or because it's a charity or something like that, but it's not just like free. You get what I mean. Another thing I did to go from burnt out bartender to business owner is I soaked up all the knowledge. Give me that sweet, sweet knowledge. Okay, I read books, I watched videos, I listened to podcasts. Okay, I definitely listened to more podcasts than I did read books. I'm just not a reader. I got educated in my field and I soaked up all the knowledge without judgment. So I wasn't like looking at my competitors and trying to mimic what they were doing. I was just getting as bright as I could about what it is that I do, which is marketing and social media marketing. So I just wanted to become brilliant at it, and I just soaked it up wherever I could. And then I found information about, like, adjacent industries like digital marketing and publicity and how they would, like, come together. I just wanted to be so smart and so bright and know everything. And truthfully, a lot of that probably came from a little bit of imposter feelings, like always feeling like I didn't know enough, but I'm also still like this, learning from other people and trying to, like, soak up knowledge wherever I can. So I got bright. I found one small thing and learned everything I could about that thing. Okay, this one's, you ready for the secret? Okay, here it comes. I always acted and believed like I was one step ahead of where I actually was. So it's not that I lie to people. It's more of a thing that's just for me, but I always act like and believe that I'm where I want to go instead of where I am. So I would get dressed up and go to marketing industry like events that I had no business being at. I was living in an attic and I was calling it a penthouse. I'm always trying to surround myself with the people that I think are cool and that I want my career to be like, and like always going one next level. I don't really know how to like quantify this, but I'm always like setting a goal and then just kind of believing I already have it. I think I just described manifestation. That's the thing that I did. Here's the biggie. It's gonna come as no surprise, but I got a business coach. I've had a few different business coaches. There's all different kinds of business coaches out there, but I definitely got to a point where I was always asking my friends what they thought that I should do, or their opinions, or like shooting, using my friends as a sounding board. And I got to the point where I was like, my business is at a point where I can't just ask my friends what they would do anymore. Like, I need to find someone who's got a massive business that I can learn from. There's all different kinds of business coaches out there. Shop around, find the one that's right for you, because that's definitely huge, of having somebody who's been where you want to go so they can help you get there. They'll teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Like at the beginning of my career, a lot of late nights, a lot of lack of nourishment, lack of sleep. And now where I'm at, the way to scale this business is to get a full night's rest and eat properly and take care of myself. And so it's like leaving that hustle mentality into a work smarter mentality. But I get it, it's a journey. Like you can't start there, I don't think. I certainly didn't. Definitely had popcorn for dinner many times. Anyway, a business coach. And of course, marketing myself, constantly marketing myself, constantly putting it out there what I want and working for it. I'm lucky that I'm in marketing, so marketing myself came easy, but this is just such an important part of having a business, is being able to publicly, in front of people, say what you offer, why you're valuable, why somebody needs you in their life. So marketing was a huge piece of this puzzle, and it's gone through a lot of versions. My marketing has looked very different over the years. I'm also passionate about it, which makes it like easier for me because I love it, but I try and share my passion with all of my marketing students as well, so that you can so that you can have fun too, so that marketing yourself becomes easy, so that achieving your goals comes easy. You see how this works? Okay, there you go. That's what I did to go from, well, it's an oversimplification, but this is basically some things I credit to my journey from burnt out bartender to business owner, and I hope these things helped you. I hope I was in focus.